Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I have a surprise for you. From now onwards, I will bring different case studies of different businesses, that how they got idea and what problem they solved, how they found the market gap and how they filled it and how they make the profit out of them and became a successful entrepreneur. So this will help you if you want to become an entrepreneur, and you can learn from these businesses and their case studies. So today is my first day of doing so, and today I am excited to share with you the story of Desi Hangover, an inspiring entrepreneurial journey that took a traditional Indian product, Kolhapuri Chappals, and turned it into a global brand. This case study shows how two entrepreneurs, driven by passion and insight, identified a unique market opportunity and built a sustainable business that supports local artisans and promotes traditional craftsmanship on an international scale. The genesis of Desi Hangover. The journey began in August 2012, where Hitesh, Kanjal, and Lakshya, two young university students from India, found themselves working on a school project in Cairo, Egypt, as a part of an AIESEC volunteering program. Both shared a dream of becoming entrepreneurs, and coincidentally, both wearing the same traditional Indian footwear, the Kolhapuri Chappals, which was the base of their business. This simple coincidence turned out to be the spark that lit the flame of Desi Hangover. At a boat party of Nile River, their chapels attracted a lot of attention from other traditional volunteers and international volunteers who found the footwear unique and stylish. Throughout their stay in Egypt, people kept complimenting and asking questions about their chapels. Hitesh and Lakshya realized that there was something special about the traditional Indian footwear that could appeal to a broader global audience. To quantify the interest in the footwear, they used to telecounter and a simple device, telecounter, which is a simple device to count the number of times someone asked about their shoes. By the end of the internship in Egypt, they had recorded over 200 inquiries. This was an eye opener for them, and it wasn't just a passing compliment. There was a genuine interest in this product. The idea of starting a business around Kolhapuri chappals began to take shape. After that, they come to the point exploring the market. Once back in India, Hitesh and Lakshya decided to dig deeper into the origin of Kolhapuri chappals. They spent months traveling through the rural areas of Maharashtra, particularly around Kolhapur, to understand how these chappals were made. They quickly discovered that Kolhapuri chappals weren't necessarily made in Kolhapur itself, but in small villages and hamlets nearby. These chappals are handicrafts by artisans, most of whom came from the chamber community, a traditional cobbler caste that has passed down the craft for generations. But the cobbler caste doesn't mean they are lower caste. Every caste is equal for us. Okay, so remember this. As they interacted with these artisans, Hitesh and Lakshya realized how intricate the process of making Kolhapuri chappals really was. It involved multiple steps, such as carving patterns, making pattern, cutting, stitching, finishing, decorating, and finally polishing. Each pair took weeks to complete, reflecting the high level of craftsmanship and attention to detail that went into their production. However, they also learned that this traditional craft was in decline. Fewer artisans were making the chappals, and younger generation were less likely to continue the tradition. This made the idea of launching a Kolhapuri chappal business even more compelling, as it presented an opportunity not just to create a successful business but to preserve a dying art. After that, let me tell you the importance of validating market. Despite the enthusiasm, Hitesh and Lakshya knew that simply having a great product wasn't enough. Then they needed to ensure that there was a demand for Kolhapuri chappals in traditional markets. This was reinforced by Hitesh Professor Abha Agrawal, who offered valuable entrepreneurial advice. She stressed the importance of validating the market for investing time, money, and effort into the production. She wisely put an advice: be attentive. The advice is very important for any kind of business, which is create what you can sell rather than try to sell what you can create. So remember it again, create what you can sell rather than try to sell that what you can create. Following the advice, Hitesh and Lakshya didn't rush into the production directly. Instead, they focused on understanding whether there was a real demand for Kolhapuri chappal outside India. Uh, they began by reaching out to their network by international contacts, especially the volunteers they had met in Cario. So one of these contacts, Flo Labarai, a university student from Montreal, Canada, offered to test the product by selling it at a university fair. This was their first opportunity to validate the market. Hitesh quickly arranged a local artisan, Gurunath, to make a small batch of 20 Kolhapuri chappals. These were shipped to Canada, where Flo sold them at the university fair. The response was overwhelming positive. All 20 pairs sold out within half a day. This success confirmed that there was a need demand for their product in foreign market, and it gave Hitesh and Lakshya a confidence to move forward with this product. After that, they focused on building the brand. With the validation of their idea, the next step was to build a brand around their product. The name Desi Hangover was chosen to represent the essence for their mission. The term Desi refers to something authenticating Indian, and the idea behind Hangover was to create a lasting impression of Indian craftsmanship to the world. They wanted to introduce the world to the beauty and tradition of handmade Kolhapuri chappals, and they felt it this name perfectly encapsulated their vision. Lakshya and Abha loved the name, and with that, Desi Hangover was born. They officially started producing their unique footwear and began the process of turning their small experiment into a scalable business. Challenges that fake door strategy. However, like any other entrepreneurial venture, the road ahead wasn't without challenges. Desi Hangover faced several hurdles, particularly in terms of scaling production and navigating the complexities of international exports. They needed to figure out how to produce enough shoes to meet demand while minimizing risk. Exporting footwear is expensive, and if they produce too many pairs without being able to sell them, it could result a significant financial losses. To address these challenges, they implemented a clever strategy called the fake door strategy. This is a technique where a business tests demand for a product without actually producing it. In Desi Hangover case, they showcased their footwear at an exhibition in Chandigarh, where Lakshya sold most of the shoes but kept one last pair on display to show potential customers. He took pre-orders from interested buyers, collecting 50% of the payment upfront. This way, they could test demand and secure funding by future production without overcommitting. By the end of the exhibition, they had collected over 70 pre-orders, providing them with the validation and advance cash indeed to move forward confidently. Desi Hangover's impact and growth. Over the years, Desi Hangover has grown significantly. By 2020, they had sold over 5 lakh pairs of shoes and generated more than 3 crores INR of revenue. They have expanded their operations across 7 countries with 51 outlets. One of the most remarkable achievements of the company has been its social impact. Desi Hangover has created jobs for over 30 artisans in the village of Athani, transforming a dying craft into a sought after profession once again. The success of Desi Hangover isn't just measured in financial terms. Their commitment to sustainability, preserving traditional craftsmanship, has earned them recognition and support from organizations like Stanford Seed Program and the Akumen Fund. The founders Hitesh Abha and Lakshya were now based in global cities like San Francisco, Seattle, and Singapore, overseeing the brand's operation across different regions. So, in conclusion, I will just say the story of Desi Hangover is a powerful example of how thoughtful a passion for preserving tradition can lead to. Can lead to the success. And observation, market validation, and a passion for preserving tradition can lead to a successful entrepreneurship. Hitesh, Lakshya, and Abha didn't just create a footwear brand, they built a business that supports local artisans, promotes sustainable fashion, and brings a piece of India's heritage to the world, and also promoted local to vocal through proper branding. Their journey highlights important lessons for aspiring entrepreneurs like you all: the need to validate your market, the value of adopting traditional craft for the modern markets, and the importance of perseverance in the face of challenges. Desi Hangover success story is a testament on how entrepreneurship can create not just businesses but also positive social impact. So thank you all for listening to my this very interesting case study of Desi Hangover. I hope you got some very good, insightful knowledge, and now you can use those in your entrepreneurship ideas and creating your own venture and making it happen and be a successful entrepreneur. So, thank you for listening to me, and I will continuously bring some of the case studies regularly for you all, and you make sure that you listen to them and learn through them. So, keep growing. Thank you.